my cover page here is basically a picture of the area. That's our Wire Lake camp that we had last year. We have a new camp in Manitowaj to service the North Limb, and we're beginning to do that. Forward-looking statements are very standard, and I won't go spend any time on that. So I'll start with our capital structure. As Keith said, it's a very tight capital structure. 27 million shares outstanding, some options, some warrants. They're priced at $1.20, so they're quite a bit out of the money at the present time, but we're looking forward to getting those exercised at some point. End of the year, we had about 3.4 million in cash, so we're well financed to do the current drill program we have planned. And you'll see on the chart here, we have two major shareholders, as Keith said. Northfield Capital is the project funder for Robert Cudney. Robert Cudney is most famous for success in the Red Lake camp, and it was mentioned before the Bruce Channel that Rob sold to Goldcorp for $1.3 billion back in 2008, and he's used that to parlay that into a number of different opportunities in the gold space. And we also have O3 Mining. O3 is 30% owned by Osisko, and I would suggest that everybody on this call knows who Osisko is. So those are our two anchor shareholders. And then we have friends, family, associates. A lot of that would be the McKinnon family and some major brokers in Toronto. We call them friends and family. So why the Hemlo camp? Nothing's been done here in a long time other than Barrick, continuing to produce gold. They've produced about 21 million ounces. Right now, the Williams mine is operating. There's two other mines right in the same area that have been closed down, the David Bell mine and the Golden Giant mine. The other things that are exciting about it, you saw before the end of the year, Barrick optioned properties from Metal Corp and Melchior. And they have also expanded their exploration in the Hemlo camp. And you're seeing that whole area light up with exploration. I know of at least two companies that are going public on properties in the Hemlo area, and I've talked to both of them. So there's a real new focus on Hemlo. So why Hemlo explorers? What's different about us and what's good about us? I think we're the largest landowner in the area other than Barrick, and we have about 38,000 hectares or 380 square kilometers of prospective ground. And we have three projects that we'll talk about. One is the North Limb, one is the Pick project, and one is Hemlo West. The North Limb is going to be our focus for this year. It is about 15 kilometers north of the Barrick Williams mine, and it is going to be, we really feel this is going to be the most exciting project in Canada today. The Pick project, that's where we've worked for the past number of years, and we have a lot of opportunity there. It's more of a greenfields project, and we're still doing work on identifying more drill targets, but we do have some stuff we'll talk about. And then Hemlo West, that was acquired from O3 back in May. As I said, they're a big shareholder of ours, and they felt this project, along with some claims in the North Limb, belonged in us. And when we put this together, it's a win-win. So I want to just talk quickly about our geological team. Dan McCormick, he's our exploration manager. Previously worked for Yamana Gold, Agnico Eagle, and at the Canadian Malartic mine. Rodney Barber, he's a new addition to the team. He was previously the geological superintendent at Barrick's Hemlo Gold Mine and was there for 18 years. Dr. Leslie Rose is our exploration geologist, and she was also worked for Barrick's gold mine. And I will tell you, the two people that work for Barrick looked at the rocks we have, and I've got some pictures of them later, and said, these are the same rocks you have over at Barrick. John Harvey, he's one of our directors, and I bring him here because he was the former president of Hemlo Gold Mines and Noranda Exploration back in the day when this was being developed, the Barrick property. And last but not least is Candace Oy. Candace joined us this year. She works for us part-time and works for some other companies as well. And she's our GIS specialist, and she's a 2018 graduate from U of T. So what's so special about the North Limb? And I apologize that I did not bring my geologist here. I chose instead to send him to the North Limb, and he would have it no other way. He is like a kid in a candy store, waiting for the drills core to come out. And as we speak, those drills are turning. They started today. So that's really, really exciting. So we have 22 kilometers of kind of strike in the camp of Hemlo style geology. And I can't begin to tell you what all of these different things mean, but I'm being told that these are important indicator minerals that we want to see. So next, so some of this stuff, these are the pictures of the rocks. We've got porphyry, we've got pyrite, we've got popcorn porphyry, which really is important at surface. All of this outcrop that we've discovered and gives us an idea where we want to drill. So if you look here, this is the Armand Lake volcanic complex, as we call it, and you'll see a lot of folding. If you look at the red line, we have 25 kilometers of that red line. It's about 9 kilometers long, but there's 25 kilometers of contact, and you'll see a lot of folding. And what you'll see is all of these drill holes that are planned. We've got about 20 drill holes we're going to do this year. And there's been about 150 holes drilled into this area so far. The best intercept we've seen so far is 37 grams over a meter. That was drilled a number of years ago. And it's giving us a lot of confidence that we're going to go, we're going to find something here at depth. All of the drilling here was widely spaced and shallow. We talk about shallow because that's very important. They've gone down to 250 meters. That gives us a lot of good information about what we're looking at. But really, in the Hemlo area, everything happens much, much deeper. So our current program is designed to go to 500 or 600 meters, our deepest hole being 650 meters. I want you to look at this slide now. This is the Moose Lake volcanic complex, and this hosts everything that was done at the Barrick mine. You'll see the David Bell mine, the Williams mine, and the Giant mine. Those are all really part of the same complex, and you'll see the very similar folding that we have is present here, and that gives us the confidence to know we believe we're going to find something. And they've produced since the beginning in 1986 about 22 million ounces of gold, making it one of the more productive areas in Canada. And if you look in Canada at historic gold camps like Timmins or Val d'Or or the Cadillac Larder Blake, all of them have produced many, many, many mines. Yet this complex has only produced 3 mines, so you have to believe that there's more there. So here's our close-up of our targets for the year. We're planning to do 20 holes. You'll see about 30 there. If you look at all of the drill holes right now, we've got 20 planned. We're going to do a minimum of 10,000 meters. This will be the biggest drill program in the company's history, and it's just the beginning. We intend to keep going after we get this going. The average depth of holes is 500 meters. As I said before, this has really been tested only to about 200, 250 meters. We're going as far down as 650 meters to know what we're looking for. As I said, we started today, so we're hoping to have drill core out and being analyzed, within the next few weeks and having results out sometime after that. We have been in contact with labs to make sure we can get our samples through as quick as possible. But as everybody knows in the gold business, that's a little tight right now. Okay, Hemlo West project, we have about 14 kilometers of strike length along structure. We have two shear zones coming through there. There's been a lot of work done here. Right now, we only acquired this in May, and we spent our energies on North Limb so far. But right now, we're doing a geological data compilation, and we're going to look for For drill targets here, we have about 2 or 3 right now, but not really enough to begin a program. But that'll be later in 2021. We'll talk about that. That's really kind of the next step for the company. We haven't done a lot of work on it, but it's going to produce some good results for us as well. And then we've got the PIC project. The PIC project was really put together over the last 4 years by Gordon McKinnon, my predecessor. And it's much more greenfields than the other 2 projects, but there are some shear zones in here, and we have some parallel zones identified. This again is early stage exploration. They're poorly tested, and there's lots of room for growth in here. So in the future, we're going to do more geochemical, geophysics, and mapping. We got to wait till the summer to do that. So we'll begin a new program this summer there as well. So we're going to have 3 active projects, and we're excited to get this one going as well. We also have the Beggs Lake project, which is part of the PIC project as well. And again, I won't get into the geology, as my geologists are all at site right now. And I'll skip through that. And there's way too much geology here. I want to go on to say we have a really good management team and board of directors. With myself, I've been in the business for 30 years. Fraser Lassinger is a top-notch CFO, keeps me out of trouble all the time. We've talked about the geological team. Chris Hodgin is invaluable on my board. He's president of the Ontario Mining Association and the former Ontario Ministry of Mines. So he's been most helpful in getting us permits when we need them. Gordon Sear is the president of Sear Drilling. He's got 30 years experience in large-scale drill programs. Mike Leskovic is the CFO of Northfield Capital and Nighthawk Gold, and he's an invaluable finance representative. And then we have Ernie Eves, everybody knows is the former Premier of Ontario and the former finance minister. That kind of sums it up.